Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your HYPOXiX coach for today, and we have level 4.1 standing split push. We're going to be holding on to the yellow band, and you're simply going to be pushing into the band as you perform your level 3 standing split, just like this. Now our elbows are pointing down when we push. It feels so good in the triceps. Now, if you're working with a HYPOXiX coach and they've suggested a different resistance or sets or reps for you based on your unique assessment, you of course want to follow that because that's going to optimize your program. Otherwise, this is a perfect starting place, so let us begin. Let's first create our stride length. The standing split is always a 4-foot stride length. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to hinge forward. I'm going to hold on to this band. 80% of my body weight's always going to be on my front foot. Let me demonstrate what this looks like. Here we go. Here, and we go here. So notice, when I'm hinging at the hip, there's no movement in my low back. So only hinge forward as much as you can, not moving in the low back. Hinge and hinge, pushing every single time. Now, let's get specific. So the front foot, that left foot, the pressure is under your big toe and your inner heel. The knee is shooting a laser over your third toe, and it's stacked over your ankle. So it's not here, but it's here. Pressure is on the inside of that foot, called pronation. It's very natural. It's where our foot strikes, when our heel strikes the ground when we walk, actually. So we're strengthening that. Additionally, ground resistance. When I cue that, I mean pull the front foot back toward the back foot. So if the floor was slippery, the foot would pull back just like that. That's one of the primary fundamental principles of the standing split, to increase hamstring and glute activity in the standing split. So here we go, ground resistance. Big toe, inner heel, knee is stacked over the ankle, but it's pointing a laser over the third toe. Back foot, only 20% body weight on it, no matter where you are. You're visualizing that little to no weight is on the back foot. Of course there is, but it's a visualization. The third toe is driving mostly into the ground in the back. So we're supinating the back foot, pronating the front foot. You learn a lot about anatomy and biomechanics in these videos. So third toe, back foot, big toe, center heel on the front foot. Okay, so here we go. We're here, we're staring at the knee. It's a fixed point gaze when we're forward. When we come upright and we push, we're finding our panoramic view. We're finding a point on our right, we're finding a point on our left. We're getting specific with it, and we're zooming in. We're zooming in on those things. And I want you to work that panoramic vision, because we're working the muscles of our eyeballs, and we're working our nervous system, our cognition, on various levels. It's important to work that visual field. So we're staring at the knee, we're pushing, and we're panoramic view and here. Now, lastly, I want you to think about what's happening with your pelvis. Don't let the right side of your ab ribbon fall lower than the left side. You want to keep it nice and parallel to the ground. Check it out. My hip bones are level. The knee is only dropping as close to the ground as you can without letting the left hip sink. So that's a good, using the ab ribbon as a guide is a really good marker as to your pelvic stability. Here, and you're going to feel a lot more glute when you keep that pelvis level. I know if it's your first time, focus on staying true to the breath, the breathography, and staying connected to your ab ribbon. That's number one. You can add the other layers as you progress and as you repeat the exercise over the coming weeks. But let's start with practicing the breath as we integrate the movement. Here we go. Big toe, inner heel, front foot, third toe, ground resistance pulling backwards, stare at the knee, zip up, activation, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, inhale 2, and loosen the ribbon, now tighten it, inhale. Inhale, ground resistance, push that head back, panorama view, drain the air, inhale, 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 last breath cycle, and finished. Really amazing work. Now, rest 15 to 30 seconds and then repeat the exercise on the other side. You can either rewind the video about 60 seconds so we can perform the exercise together, or you can try it on your own. Once you're no longer a beginner, just put a metronome on your phone so that you can stay true, get that practice, that 60 beats per minute, to make sure that you stay at a maximum breath rate of 6 breaths per minute, 2-second inhale, 8-second exhale, always loosening your ab ribbon on the engaged exhale and tightening it on that double sniff engaged inhale.